Valheim came out with the Hearth and
Oh, there you go.
Hearth and Home update. Um, I don't even really know what's actually different in this update, but I went to Mortis's Thou Art Dead community server, the dedicated server. They reset theirs from when they originally started it up when the game came out. So it's the same server, but everything is reset. So they, built a whole village. Oh yeah, there are hot tubs in there now.
Great.
They built a whole village and invited people to play. So I've been hopping on there and just playing while I watch Twitch, and building a house, just chopping wood, building a house, and that's my favorite thing to do in the whole game. So I haven't seen much of the new content, but I've had a really good time just listening to the relaxing music, hanging out in Discord and chatting.
Oh, he dead.
Or watching Twitch while
Just a little bit.
while I play. But it's been a really relaxing experience, and it's perfect for the very non-committal kind of gaming that I'm trying to do right now. Like at any moment, I can get up and just walk away, make a snack, and then come back, and everything's fine. There's no, for a quote-unquote survival game, there's really no threat. Like you're never really in danger unless you're trying to be.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been good. I've breeded a ton of wolves. The first one was named Heck, and I wanted to breed more. I asked the team. I got on Discord. I said, "Hey, can I do this risky thing that I really want to do with the wolves?" And they said, "Absolutely not." So I bred my own wolves and did it anyway. And
It's just like, what's wrong with you?
they were like, "Well, we don't want you to, waste the wolves that we're breeding." So I was like, "Okay, well then I'll just breed my own, and then I'll only take mine and put them in harm's way." So I parked a whole bunch of wolves out in the woods, and man, when Heck 7 died, it was a dark day.
Heck 7.
Yeah,
no.
we've got original Heck and then Heck 2 through 10. 7 was my favorite though.
Heckin' wolves.
But the other guys on the server, guys and girls, are doing all sorts of stuff, riding their boat around, doing cool things. They got a giant troll to fight the serpent that it showed there at the end. I didn't even know there was a serpent. But that's fun. It's just sandboxy in a way that I appreciate. It's really relaxing. So I've been enjoying that. Like I said, I don't even know what's new in this update except for a couple things, like a couple really minor things. But I'm really enjoying that game. We do have news. So what have we seen? News. That's what we've seen. What do I have
So
written
much
here?
news.
So New World launched today. Today? No, this week. New World launched on Tuesday. And the servers were exactly as on fire as you would expect them to be. Let's see. Let me get this in here. A ton of people are playing that game right now. But everybody's stuck on their server right now because when you first make a character, you're stuck on your server unless you pay to leave it. But Amazon said they will in the next few weeks, next couple weeks I think, open up free realm transfers. But that doesn't really help people who want to play right now. So what's happening is there are a lot of people on the same servers who have been planning months in advance to play with their friends, and it's a struggle. Especially according to Mortis, because I watched him play all day Tuesday, for at least 10 hours, I think. It's tough if you're in a highly populated city or town. You just can't do anything. But this stuff will go away. I mean, this is just what happened. Just the launch of one of the first new MMOs in a while. So this stuff is going to happen. Of course, that stuff will get better. The game itself seems fun for people who think it will be fun. It very much a game that you probably know if you're going to like it or not. But I enjoyed watching it. It's pretty colorful. They've got cool stuff with 3 different factions. You can take over settlements and different parts of the overworld. And what I thought was interesting, when I play games that have factions, I always like to play the one with the lowest population, because there's nothing less fun, in my opinion, than being in a PvP game, but you can't queue up for a battle or whatever because there are too many other people on your big faction. When I played PlanetSide, I played as the smallest faction. When I played Pokemon Go, like I heard everybody was on Team Red and Blue, so I'm like, give me that yellow. The nice thing about the factions in here are that you can change factions free of cost once every 4 months. So if you were in a position where you're like, man, my faction is doing really well, but it's boring. Like I want a real challenge. You have the option of doing that, which is great. But that's cool. It's a new MMO. The servers will get better over time, but it's going to be a week or two until free realm transfers get here. But the game seems
like
cool.
Bummer.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bummer, but it's really to be expected. I think a lot of people are upset, particularly because it's Amazon, and they think that Amazon, as a big company, would release a game that's perfect right out of the gates, but that's not how these things work.
Carlos, you want to talk about this first news item we have here?
Yeah, so one of the cool things that happened this week was that Netflix bought Night School Studio. You might know them as the creators of Oxenfree, this is pretty cool. I mean, right now, the very first announcements for the Netflix gaming side of things was just like, Stranger Things 3 the game. It's like, okay, fine. I'm good with it. It's nothing special, but okay. So this one's a big get because we were a little surprised by the Oxenfree 2 being announced during an indie direct.
Yeah.
It was back in April, I think. So this is pretty exciting. I don't know exactly what this fully entails as far as how Netflix truly wants to integrate this into their services. Because it's really just them trying to pick up licenses at this point. Apparently the development of Oxenfree 2 specifically is not going to change, so that's good to hear. But this is exciting. It gives me a whole lot more faith in whatever their product is going to officially be. Because, like I said, not that Stranger Things 3 is a shitty game or anything, but it was also a game that's been available for a couple of years, and it's just a basic beat 'em up that was made to coincide with a TV season. Like, that's not something significant. Oxenfree 2, I feel, is very significant. That's an indie darling that I'm really looking forward to in the first place. So this sounds really good, and with the licenses that they're picking up in general, if they start making more games for all the properties that they have, I mean, this could get big.
Yeah. And they did After Party as well, which was the one where you go to hell and have to outdrink the devil. So they got some fun stuff going on there. Night School's a cool little studio. I'm interested to see where this goes because Netflix has kind of done this interactive stuff before. They put Minecraft story mode on there and things like that. Like,
what season of Black Mirror was that? That was the interactive season.
Bandersnatch, I think.
Yes. Yeah. So there's interesting that they're starting to go this route, and they didn't pick up nobody. Like I think After School is a that's what it's called, right?
Night School.
Night School. I just saw After Party, and it made my brain fall apart. And After Party was whack though in the left corner. It also made my brain not work. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm interested to see these companies that we don't associate with gaming getting into it. Amazon, Netflix. Like, let's see where this goes. Hopefully, it goes in a good direction.
How meta would it be if they used the Witcher novelization rights to make a Netflix game?
Oh my god.
What?
I mean, but maybe though, don't they have a family-friendly Witcher series on the way? I read that somewhere, and I don't know what that means.
Some spinoff, yeah.
But I mean, what's the next thing? It's going to be like a version of Paw Patrol with Draugr and stuff. Like, what's that going to be?
I'm excited about a potential Carmen Sandiego game because they have Carmen Sandiego as an original IP on there, and It was really good. I binged that whole thing. And then they also have the Carmen Sandiego interactive uh, movie, I guess you can call it. I don't know, kind of like what they did with Bandersnatch, but with Carmen. So, I mean, the video game series for Carmen Sandiego has always been really fun. You know, the original
Yeah,
one
it
that
was
came out on
good.
the NES, which then spawned Mario is Missing, which is basically Carmen Sandiego with a Mario skin. And then I think there was one that like redid that later on, but I don't know what system that was on. So, but I've always really liked those games. You know, they're fun-educational.
Funjucational.
Yeah, it's in the dictionary. Look it up.
Not edutainment. There's edutainment, but that's like that's the one fusion, the first fusion of Goku and Vegeta, and then funjutainment is the other one.
One is
Oh,
Gogeta, the
man,
other is
this-
Vegito.
Yeah.
This video you're running right now, Thomas, is giving me flashbacks to sitting on my family computer playing Carmen
Dude,
Sandiego.
this is a video from 2012. Look at the proportions. This is like my YouTube cutout window that's worked for everything until I looked up this video, and it's
Nailed
like in a square.
Yeah.
Like even the
amazing.
presentation is old. I love it.
In other news, I'll do this one really quick. Hot Wheels Unleashed got a 9 from IGN. What?
Oh right.
Cool, though. That's good. I tried to look it up on Metacritic and kind of see where everybody else gave it, but it doesn't seem like Metacritic has populated all those larger sites' reviews yet. But that's cool because I feel like, from what I've gathered, it looks really great. The attention to detail is really good. Seems like they're going to have just a ton of DLC because they have so many Hot Wheels cars they could use. And there's custom tracks you can build and stuff. There's a small amount of like actual tracks that are built right now, but with the custom tracks, that increases that stuff you can do in there by quite a lot. Yeah, and it's just cool. I don't think if you said Hot Wheels Unleashed got a 9 or is going to be reviewed a 9 like 8 months ago, I don't think anybody would have believed you. But here we are.
Yeah,
in
I'm just saying,
2021, and
nine's
that has
really
happened.
good.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think that's really cool
gotta-
because it shows that your game doesn't have to be like super duper intricate or convoluted or, you know, this massive sprawling story that spans like 10 years or whatever, or like be the prettiest or anything like that, just for it to be considered quote unquote good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But it shows that like a game just has to be enjoyable. It has to be just fun to play, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they say the level of detail is like kind of incredible. Like when you go over a ramp or you flip over and you see the bottom of the car, you see like the manufacturer stuff on the bottom of like the Hot Wheels and the plastic and stuff. It's just like that's
That's
crazy.
wild.
Like, and like stuff will get like the paint and stuff will get scuffed like you like would happen when you're a kid and you're smashing the cars together, and it's just like that attention to detail on something like this is like pretty incredible, honestly. So great. They're going to have 1 million cars for DLC. It'll just keep growing and growing and growing, and this will be like a big arcade racer. I feel like they need to maybe add some more modes from what it sounds like, but cool, man. Like it's cool to see stuff like this.
These arcade racers are much more my speed than anything realistic. You know, I think Lord Chrome and his community, they're excited for, I think the next Forza game. Is it Forza Horizon 5?
Live. Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah, they're excited for that, and good for them. I can watch people play that stuff, but I have zero interest in playing a game like that.
Look at how fucking awesome this looks. This
I
is
mean, this definitely-
insane.
This is definitely more up most people's alley versus Forza. I am a little bit more psyched to play this than Forza, and most people really are looking to play this on the Switch. And according to earlier reviews on it, it actually looks very similarly good. I did want to leave everybody with this this sweet HotWheelsUnleashed.com track builder quote though. Warning. You might experience some almighty adrenaline rush, but the power trip is pretty normal when you can use the very same track builder that our designers used to create the game. Ain't it crazy?
Ain't it crazy?
Give us
That's
the
that
power.
big quote.
Incredible writing.
I love that. Someone who
If they
really
do
liked
add a
this
new
game
mode or
wrote
something
that.
like that. Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
if they do decide to add more game modes and stuff, I hope they add a power-up mode because this looks like a really fun game to have power-ups in.
Yeah. You know, for whatever
Or
reason,
like a
this might be blasphemous, but Mario Kart does not seem that appealing to me. But
yeah.
this does, and even if they added some power-ups, which would put it more in the camp of Mario Kart, I'm here for it. It's simple in the right ways, you know.
Give me some burnout like demolition stuff where you can like take out other
Ooh, yeah.
other.
I mean, every
drivers.
game needs a battle royale nowadays, so I mean, it's not.
Another quick news thing that I feel like we all saw coming. Sony is buying Bluepoint. This is we have an article up from Kotaku by Ethan Gatch, and he is talking about how they have finally pulled the trigger. Sony has finally pulled the trigger on buying Bluepoint. Bluepoint, of course, made the remakes for Shadow of the Colossus and Demon Souls. Both were very highly regarded, and it's been one of those that that has always been like, oh, who's Sony going to buy next? Oh, well, duh, it'll be Bluepoint. So they finally pulled the trigger on that, and I think it's a big deal because I feel like they've been doing these remakes, but we have yet to see what they can do on their own.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever they decide to have their new IP, pop up, it'll be a big deal. And as you can see here, this is what Bluepoint is working on. They're working on Hot Wheels on
Oops, hamina.
We didn't have anything in the doc for you, Thomas, for that. Sorry. Yeah, it's cool because like Shadow of Colossus getting an upgrade the way it did and looking as beautiful as it did, and like Demon Souls was very highly regarded when that dropped for PS5. That's just not my type of game, so I know I'm not going to go beat my head up against that. This is like just another thing to add to the growing stable of PlayStation 5 stuff, or PlayStation in general. It's just like kind of, I mean, this is fun stuff to see. Like, I'm just excited for them. Like, let's see where this goes. Like, I want to see what they do from here. Like, what's their IP? What do they want to make?
Yeah.
Like, we know they're talented because the work they've done on these remasters is just incredible.
Even if they just keep doing what they're doing, what they have been doing, I mean, that every good first party needs a great port master. Nintendo has Panic Button,
Yeah.
And these guys even did the Metal Gear Solid collection and another collection. I don't remember. It's in the article, but they brought back a lot of things into the PS3 era that were back in PS1 and PS2 era. So like they've been doing this across multiple generations. So even if they just continue doing that, that's fantastic. But yeah, just knowing that they have the capabilities to bring in a new IP is very exciting, and you're really not going to get a better game than what we got with Shadow of the Colossus. So good.
No, I mean it's just even watching this little trailer here, it's just like, yeah, this is what Shadow of Colossus always looked like, and it's like, no, it did not. Not even close. Right, exactly. And same for Demon Souls as well. So, anybody got any other news items we need to touch on?
Nope.
Nope, we did it.
I think did we do it?
I think
we did it.
Because we talked about,
I know that
there was
something.
There was a Halo thing in there that we literally talked about during the Halo portion, so I just took it out.
Yeah.
So that we didn't repeat it and then be like, oh yeah, we already talked about that. Cool.
I mean, there was plenty of news this week. A lot of rumors, though, more than anything. The fun stuff was that Nintendo officially shot down Bloomberg, and we got corroboration on that today. That Zynga, the studio Zynga, said, yeah, we absolutely never had the 4K development kit, so Nintendo be nice. Because everybody on Twitter had a good laugh. It was like a legit great time. When Bloomberg put out the article trying to remind everybody that a 4K Switch was coming, it's like, shut the fuck up, please. And Nintendo, with their Japanese account that nobody even realized was an account, they come out with their English, like they had kanji in there too, but like they came out with an official English press release on their Twitter that's like, this is all
It's wrong.
not true.
Yeah, they're
Like,
like, so there are rumors out there, and to alleviate
Okay.
suspicions by our, by our stockholders, we just want to be perfectly clear, it's not true. And yeah, like you said, there's kanji in the message and in their Twitter handle, or in their Twitter name. And I remember seeing a screenshot of that, and it's just like, what's happening? Like,
It was so satisfying.
you don't see rumors shot down that quickly, and
Especially
definitively.
not on Nintendo. They're usually just like silent on stuff all the
Yeah,
time.
it's
They're just like,
never
yeah,
that.
we'll let you speculate. We're not going to support or deny or confirm or anything like that. That's fine. But no, they reached out and they said, listen, please
Yeah.
understand. That's bullshit.
Well, Carlos, you wanna hit us with this outro here, and then Thomas will hit this talk about this week's brunch special and all that.
Yeah, boy.
Yes, we just wanted to say thank you all for joining us on the Party Invite podcast. Those of you that are with us live, you can hang around and chat for more. Those of you at home listening later, we hope that you've had a pleasant time with us, and please check out more of what we offer at our website, www.partyinvite.games. There we have plenty of good stuff and links to our community. So that will be the end of our podcast.
Bye.
See you later,
Bye.
y'all. Don't believe all the rumors.